Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today on this great event honoring a beautiful person. I am your master of ceremony. My name is Esteban Rangel. We're going to go ahead and start with the invocation by Captain Ruben Valle from the Laredo Fire Department, presentation of colors by the Laredo Police Department, and the interpretation of the national anthem by Adaí Cázares from Cigarroa High School. So please stand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ruben Valle. I'm a chaplain for the fire department. First, I want to congratulate you, Coach B. I had your permission, right? For 40 plus years of hard work and dedication, spearheading so many projects, and we can see it. So we really do appreciate it. And maybe starting out, you didn't expect that you'd have a building name after you, but here we are, right? Oh. The Bible says in Colossians, whatever work you do it with all your heart. Do it for the Lord and not for men. So no matter what we do, whether we're a coach, a director, public service, maybe you're setting up tents, sweeping the streets, selling ice cream, taking care of kids, we're going to do it for the Lord heartily, devoted, invested, because we all have a purpose, we all have a calling, and it's such a beautiful thing that we can see the fruit of labor on being unwrapped like this today. So Coach B, may God bless you. May God keep you. May God have you in good health. May you enjoy your retirement, not be bored one single moment. May you may you have great freedom in everything you do. And just because one chapter of our lives is closed doesn't mean there's not a lot more pages to be written. And for the city of Laredo, you can join me to pray. You can close your eyes, raise your hands. God doesn't care. He just wants us to listen and be heard. Father, thank you so much for this awesome day. Thank you that you're with us. We ask for your protection, for your guidance, for your wisdom. Thank you for our public servants, for our city employees, and for all our employees. May we walk in wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Valle. Now please remain standing again for the Laredo Police Department Color Guard. may be seated. Once again, thank you for Captain Valle, the Laredo Police Department Color Guard, and Adai Casares from Cigarroa High School. There's a couple of people we want to recognize that are here in the audience. Everybody's important, but we have Council Member Gilbert Gonzalez. We have Council Member Ricardo Rangel Jr. We have Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2, Place 1, the Honorable Roberto Bobby Quintana. We have Vice President for Laredo Independent School District, Mr. Goyo Lopez. We have Laredo Trustee for LISD, Ms. Monica Garcia. Parks and Recreation Director, Juan J.J. Gomez. Assistant City Manager, Joe Valdez Jr. And we have former board member, Mr. Lopez, in the audience. Thank you all for being here. My cousin, Ricardo Rangel, asked me to be the MC for Coach Barrera. And it was honestly a true honor to being able to be the MC for somebody that has paved so much way for a lot of coaches. And it's beautiful to see so many coaches in the audience, because you honestly are seeing one of your alls, getting recognized. And I think that is very important. I spoke to Coach Gutierrez and Coach Cabello, and they both said the same thing when I was talking to them earlier. They said, we're proud, and it was about time, and thank your family, thank your cousin. And I said, no, it's honestly an honor to being able to be a part of something that we're going to honor a beautiful person that has done so much for this community. So I'm here on different capacities. I'm here as the Laredo Board of College Board President. I'm here as an LISD employee. I'm here as a former colleague. But most importantly, I'm here as a friend for you, Coach Barrera. You've earned so much of my respects towards you. It was funny that me as a colleague with you, I felt that you were still teaching me how to be a better person. And with you by my side, I think that, it's been just a beautiful journey. And what this is just a little small token of appreciation from, I know, my family and us, because I know you've done so much for that campus that has been right there. So with that being said, thank you, Coach Barrera, for everything you've done. We're going to go ahead and start remarks by the council member from this district, Mr. Ricardo Richie Rangel from District 2.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know it's very warm. When we came to this, being a former athlete, if you think I wasn't, I was. But I was a former football player for Cigarroa High School. We used to run laps around these areas, and it's grown so much. I know. I'm proud to say, Councilmember Gonzalez from our alumni from Cigarroa, Judge Bobby Quintana is from Cigarroa, Monica Garcia is from Cigarroa, and it's an honor to know all this history, for seeing them here, and recognizing that all this was dirt before. All this, that we had 2 fields, there was baseball field, there was nothing here, everything was open. So it was totally different, and to be part of this, being part of this crecimiento que está haciendo South Laredo, it's something that I'm very proud of. When this opportunity was here, I actually approached Monica, and I approached Esteban, and I was like, hey, you know what? Coach Barrera was one of the inspirations for a lot of young ladies that played sports in South Laredo. She started off, I think, I'm just going to I don't know too much of your history, but I'm going to say a little bit of the history. If I'm not mistaken, you were the first female coach in Cigarroa High School when it recently opened. There's former players that are excited to be here, and I can see Ms. Garcia's was one. So for that, I'm very excited to do this. This is not enough to show the appreciation the people from South Laredo have for you, Coach Barrera, or your athletes, how much they love you. This building is just the beginning. Like you started off when there was nothing here. Now, you started off. Yes, it's a small building, but with the future coming, hopefully in the future, we can make it as big. Now it's an opportunity for kids to come and have an opportunity to change for the baseball players that which they didn't have. Now you use it for the baseball player, for the pony league, for border Olympics. This building they will always leave and remember see your name and the place where you were at. I was at Sylvia Barrera's athletics department building. We're here. That's the name that they're gonna have. So to me, it's an honor, Coach Barrera, and like everybody calls you, like they call you, and with your permission, Coach B. We love you so much for everything you're doing, everything you've done for us, and for teaching our youth to become great leaders and representing in the city of Laredo and the Webb County. Right? Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Rangel. Now we're going to go ahead and hear a couple of remarks from LISD board member Ms. Monica Garcia.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to start off, of course, thanking Councilman Rangel for envisioning this name that he wanted to add here in Ciarroa. Well, Ciarroa because this is basically Ciarroa, everything, Ciarroa here, Ciarroa there. And I just want to personally thank you for thinking of such a wonderful person that is well deserved of the name, to be here. But I just want to give you all, and I'm speaking as a former Lady Toro. I'm proud to say that I currently am one, and I am the first board member in LISD to basically serve from this area. I'm very proud to say that everything comes back from the teachings from our coaches, because I mean, academically, we passed, but we were passed to play. So let's just say the truth. Y luego si no, porque nos iba mal con los coaches, so eso era otra cosa. But I just want to give you back history from back in 1990 to 1998, that we had great coaches like Coach Barrera, Coach Gutierrez, Coach Himes, Coach McDonald, and they instilled in us, very hard words, that was determination, dedication, not giving up type of attitude that basically set us forward towards our future. And I see a lot of former athletes here that are now work for our district, and some work in our sister district, or even work for Laredo College. I mean, we also have Laredo College President Dr. Minita Ramirez that served alongside you, Coach B, and I know she couldn't be here because she needed to travel, but she really sends your well wishes. But there are so many things that happen in that court that we were taught, to never give up, most importantly. So when I ran for the board, I remember winning. Dije, ahora pues, ¿cómo le voy a decir a Coach B? Like, what am I going to do with Coach B? Porque, pues, she's the boss. Even if I'm not the boss, it's her, and she would tell me, ma'am, and I would be like, Coach, why are you calling me ma'am? Like, that's not right, But then, I mean, it was always because of the utmost respect that I have for Coach B that it went beyond, the callings that I have now and what I do now. But most importantly, she opened up Ciarroa High School back in 1983. She ended her career as a coach here back in 2003. But then she ended up, finishing out with 41 years in service to LISD as our athletic director. Know that we miss you. Know that we wish you were still there. I know Mr. Escamilla is doing an excellent job alongside all his team. But, I still miss you there in the turf. Y muchas veces, as a board member, pues we get excited when we see our kids play, y pues me estabas tirando la camisa cada ratito, coach, porque pues se me salía lo barrio, right? But then again, just know that I thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you have done, not only for the Lady Toro organization, but also for empowering many young students and high school students to continue on the athletic path because it's one of the indicators and one of the drivers to complete success one day once they finish high school. So Coach B, on behalf of LISD and the entire board of trustees, we thank you for your work, for your dedication and your commitment to this great city, because know that not only because your name is here, but there's a lot of us that continue to talk about Coach B y eso, pero hopefully one day, si me dices por qué bajabas los bleachers, Coach, porque cómo sabías que íbamos a perder and we had to run. I mean, ¿cómo? Pero hasta ahorita no me has contado la story, pero hopefully ya te retiraste. You can tell me now. But anyways, I just want to ask all LISD employees, former and current, if you can please stand and be recognized that you're all here. Thank you all for being here in this momentous occasion. I do want to say we have our athletics coordinators, coaches. Thank you all for being here and supporting, a great leader that once was there for you all. So with that, Coach Barrera, congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. And she wasn't lying about the grades, just FYI. Me as the smaller brother, I would hear my dad go at her a couple of times. I mean, when it was report card, I mean, I was happy to show my grades. She wasn't. So now we're going to hear a couple of words from the Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Ms. Maggie Martinez.
A ver si me oyen porque estoy chaparrito. Good morning. It's a great honor. Very good surprise. Thank you, Mr. Rangel, for contacting me. I had no idea that I was going to have the opportunity. Voy a empezar a llorar. Soy muy chillona. I'm so sorry. But because it comes from the heart, I've been very blessed to be the assistant superintendent for Laredo Independent School District for the past 13 years. And Coach Barrera has been part of my team, was part of my team for about 8 years. And supposedly I was her supervisor. She was part of my team. But honestly, she was the one that was dictating the rules there and telling us what to do because of all her experience. But she's been a blessing to be part of our team. She taught us a lot of things. But I decided to write something about her because if not, I will never finish talking about all the great things she's done for our LISD family. So, good morning, everyone. I need this. Today is a day of celebration, reflection, and deep gratitude. We gather not just to dedicate a building, but to honor a legacy. A legacy built over years of extraordinary leadership, unwavering dedication, and heartfully committed to shaping the lives of both and on and off the court. So Monica is waiting for you to tell her about the bleachers. Coach Sylvia Barrera has been more than a coach. She has been a mentor, a motivator, a role model to many family members. For more than 4 decades, she has poured her energy, her wisdom, and her relentless passion into the students from LISD. She has not only built champions, but character, not just teams, but communities. She has led with strength, but also with grace. She has pushed her athletes to be their best, and her team also to be the best, not just in the scoreboard final tally, but in life. Her influence cannot be measured in wins alone. Though there have been many, it is measured in the lives she's touched, the lessons she's instilled, and the generations of students and coaches who carry her voice in their heads and in their values and in their hearts. Coach Barrera has taught us all what real leadership looks like. Leadership that listens, leadership that lifts others up, leadership that leads from the front when needed, but just as often stands beside you, pushing you to believe in yourself when you have forgotten how. And so today, it is only fitting that this city facility, this field house, a place where discipline is shaped, where camaraderie is built, and where excellence is forged, will forever bear the name of someone who exemplifies all those things. From this day forward, when athletes walk through these doors, they'll be reminded of what's possible when you lead with integrity, when you work with purpose, and when you care with your whole heart. Coach Barrera, on behalf of everyone you have inspired, on behalf of all your LISD family, and on behalf of your immediate LISD family, Student Services, we thank you. We thank you for the years of tireless service, for your fierce beliefs in others, and for showing us what greatness truly looks like. We love you and we miss you, but we wish you the best in your already enjoyable retirement, and enjoy your family. Thank you. Sorry, I was on a tricycle.
Thank you, Miss Martinez. And just FYI, it is hot. Ya me voy a quitar el saco. Sudi. And I'm sorry for my voice. Es lo que pasa cuando crees que puedes cantar como Ana Gabriel. Estaba en el concierto canti. Anyhow, now we're going to go ahead and hear from a beautiful person, Coach Sylvia Gutierrez Quinn. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. And I'm going to be like Maggie. God, if I had to talk about Sylvia and our experiences together, it would be 365 pages and probably more. So I had to condense it. And so it is both an honor and a joy to be here, to stand here today, back on the grounds of Toroland. Yes, it's very changed. To celebrate a woman whose name has become synonymous with dedication, integrity, and trailblazing leadership. My dear friend and former colleague, Coach Sylvia Laura Barrera. At this time, I would like to take a moment to sincerely thank the current school board for approving the well-deserved recognition. Your support made today possible, and it speaks volumes about the value you place on honoring those who helped shape the LISD community. A heartfelt thank you as well to Councilman Ricardo Rangel Jr., a proud Cigarroa graduate who made the nomination that brought us all here today. And to board member Monica Rangel Garcia, one of her former Lady Toro athletes who championed this recognition with genuine passion and commitment. What a beautiful full circle moment. A student athlete honoring her coach, and a community honoring one of its pioneers. Our journey began together in 1983 when we joined forces to prepare for something brand new, the opening of Cigarroa High School and the launching of its athletic programs. None of us knew then that those early years would shape not just teams and trophies, but lifelong friendships and legacies. Sylvia and I coached side by side. She on the basketball court, me on the volleyball court. And we quickly learned that teamwork didn't end with our athletes. We assisted each other, challenged each other, and we celebrated each other's victories. Although younger than me, I learned so much from her, not just about coaching. Remember, she has a psychology degree. And people would say, how do you do it? I go, I have a psychologist on staff. I learned about resilience and vision and the power of believing in your athletes and in yourself. Her impact on sports in our city is nothing short of historic. She became the first female athletic director for the district and later the only one to hold that title twice. During her tenure, she lifted programs, expanded opportunities, and through her leadership inspired countless of women and men too to believe that yes, they too could lead, compete, and succeed. But what many of you may not know is that naming a baseball field house in her honor instead of a court or a gym, where she spent most of her time, carries a very special meaning to her family. You see, Coach Barrera comes from a baseball family. Her father was a semi-pro shortstop for the Laredo Apaches that played from 1949 to 1953. Her brothers played Little League and high school ball. For years, Sylvia herself played slow pitch and fast pitch softball in Laredo and Nuevo Laredo. So she grew up surrounded by the crack of bats and the cheers from the stands and the smell of freshly cut grass from the diamond. Playing ball wasn't just a sport in her family. It was a part of their DNA. When she was about, I have to tell you the story. When she was about 3 years old, her family traveled to Alice, Texas for her older brother Eloy's all-star playoff game, where he pitched a no-hitter. Quite an achievement. But while the crowd was celebrating the victory and Eloy's no-hitter, little Sylvia wandered off. And when they realized that she was gone, everyone scattered to look for her. And when her family finally found her, she was standing behind home plate, crying her little heart out. A photographer captured that moment, and it made the local papers. And I have it on my cell phone but because of the new laws, I would have to ask her permission to show it to you. If not, she can sue me. Her family joked, and we still laugh about it this day, that she stole her brother's thunder that day. I like to think that it was a sign of things to come. Because even then, Sylvia found her place behind home plate, where she would one day play catcher in the final season of softball and grow into the strong, compassionate leader we celebrate today. From those early days in the stands, on the field, and on the basketball courts, to her time announcing baseball games from the press box for the Cigarroa Toros, to leading the Lady Toros basketball teams to many championships, and then leading the district's athletic programs with passion and excellence, Sylvia's voice, her laughter, and leadership have echoed through the bleachers and across generations. So today, as we dedicate the Sylvia L. Barrera Athletic Building, we're not just honoring her, we're honoring her family that shaped her, her father Eloy, her mother Belia, her sister Rosie, and her brothers Eloy Jr. and Luis, the students and athletes that she inspired, and the community that she elevated. I have no doubt that Sylvia's parents, her brother that pitched that no-hitter, are smiling down from heaven today, while her surviving brother and sister and their families beam with pride. My close friend, Coach B, as you are fondly known, because I can't tell them your other little name, everybody. A lot of people, what's your Chivita? Okay. You have always been a champion for your teams, for your colleagues, for your community. But above all, you've been a champion for people. And that is the kind of legacy that lasts forever. Congratulations, my friend. You truly hit it out of the park.
Those were those were some beautiful words from Coach Quinn. Those were some beautiful words, Coach Quinn. Thank you so much. Before we call Coach B to the stand, let's give a round of applause for the mariachi. You know, for Cigarroa High School Mariachi. I forgot that. Me siento mal, estaban aquí en el sol. Si yo acá en la sombra estoy sudí, imagínate ellos, pobrecitos. But anyhow, there's a lot of chisme within that relationship of Coach B and Coach Quinn, which is very interesting to know qué tanto hay de ahí de chisme. But anyhow, before I call Coach B to the stand, thank you for what you've done, Coach B. Honestly, it's you could see it here very clearly that you have a lot of people that have appreciated the friendship, the the coaching, the colleague, everything. So, Coach Barrera, congratulations. So please give a round of applause and welcome the woman of the hour, Coach Sylvia Barrera.
Thank you and good morning. I too had to write it, and I too was very nervous when they said Coach Quinn was going to be speaking. You know, she's got, you know, you have friends, and then you have friends that will always be your friend because they know too much. That's Coach Quinn. So I was a little nervous. But I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude and humility for this extraordinary honor. To see this field house, a space devoted to cultivating leadership, strengthening core values, and nurturing personal growth, now connected to my family's name, is a moment I could never have imagined when I first became part of this incredible community. This recognition is not just a reflection of my journey, but a celebration of the shared spirit, support, and commitment that unite us all. Imagine a 23-year-old with just 2 years of teaching and coaching experience at a middle school arriving at Dr. Leo G. Cigarroa High School, a school born from the vision of former Superintendent Vidal Entreviño, a promise to South Laredo. When it opened in 1983, it wasn't just bricks and mortar. It was a beacon of hope for a growing community. Nestled in a neighborhood filled with anticipation, Cigarroa became a cornerstone of opportunity. Our fearless leader, Mr. Alfredo Montemayor, El Mero Mero Toro Grande, set the tone. He believed in excellence and he held us all to it. I was blessed to be among a faculty of passionate, experienced, and dedicated educators. They didn't just teach students, they mentored young teachers like myself. Their wisdom shaped my path and helped me grow. I spent 20 unforgettable years here at Cigarroa High School, teaching, coaching, and living some of the most meaningful moments of my life. Cigarroa quickly became my utopia. I still hear the laughter in the halls, the buzz of curious minds in my classroom. I love my classroom. The roar of music from our bull ring, and the squeaking of sneakers on the gym floor during late night practices or when we got home late, Monica. That was beautiful music to my ears. It was truly, truly magic. And now, to see many of you, our former students, serving this community with heart, courage, and conviction. It fills me with a pride that's hard to put into words. Watching you step into roles as educators, healthcare professionals, entrepreneurs, and community leaders. It's like witnessing a dream coming full circle. I am especially moved by those of you who have embraced the weight and honor of public service. As school board members, councilmen, county commissioners, constables, judges, our fire chief, and so many other toros. You've chosen to lead, to serve, and to give back to the very place that helped shape you. That takes strength, and it definitely takes heart. And the very fact that one of our very own toros, Councilman Rangel, nominated me for this honor, that gesture touches me more deeply than I can ever express. It's a beautiful reminder that the work we do as educators doesn't end at graduation. It lives on in your choices, in your leadership, and your impact to our beautiful community. To the City of Laredo, Mayor Trevino, Councilman Rangel, and all the council members, thank you for this beautiful honor. To my colleagues, past and present, the parents, and especially the students, you are the heartbeat of this journey. Every effort, every long day, every proud moment has been for you. To my family, thank you for being my foundation. Louis, my brother and role model. Mary, the heart of our family. Ted, my nephew, who feels more like a brother and completed our family when he was born. Frances, my beautiful niece, and two of her beautiful children, Maddie and Louis III. To those who couldn't be here today, I carry them with me. To my parents, Eloy and Bella Barrera, I thank them for instilling the values that have guided me every step of the way. This honor is because of their unconditional love and support. And I know they're watching from above with my brother Guy, and they're beaming with pride. To my colleagues who helped me grow, and to Coach Quinn, who kept me on my toes and made the journey unforgettable. I'm forever grateful, and thank you for not telling everything. As this field house welcomes future generations, my hope is that it stands as a beacon, a reminder that education and athletics truly transforms lives. That every person who walks through those doors understands that they have the power to make a difference in our community. I accept this beautiful honor on behalf of our family, our students, and this community that I love so very deeply. Thank you to all in attendance for taking the time to celebrate with our family. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. When leaders and communities come together with a shared purpose, the impact lasts for generations. May this field house always stand as a reminder of what unity, vision, and heart can achieve. Thank you for allowing our family to be part of something so meaningful. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Coach B. Again, we're going to go ahead and do the unveiling. And as soon as we're done with that, we're going to continue again with the mariachis of Cigarroa High School. There is a couple of refreshments for everybody, whoever would like. So, go ahead.
Just pull it. Yeah. Ready? We have a countdown. One. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going back to called Sylvia Barrera Athletics Building. Coach, we got one more. In your honor, we also made a plaque on your name, a little bit of your history, and your beautiful picture here. If your family come, you can see this. It's all your history when you started off at Cigarroa, your information. But this will always be for everybody to come by, have something to read when they're catching their breath after their mile, But this is what this is what you represent for its parade. Thank you so much for everything you do. So hope you enjoy it. So,